Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to be making a visa run. Right now I'm in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, in Saigon, at some kind of a local park, as you can see, where badminton is apparently popular. And I'm waiting on a bus that's going to take me to the land border crossing at Moc Bai in Cambodia, and then take me right back here to Saigon. Why would I spend an entire day on a bus, 4 hours there and 4 hours back, just to spend 10 minutes in a foreign country? Well, I really have no intention on going to Cambodia per se. I'm only going there to renew my visa. And if you don't know what a visa run is, if you're a foreigner in a foreign country on a tourist visa, you need to renew that tourist visa every so often. And in Vietnam and in Thailand and many Southeast Asian countries, you need to renew that visa every 30 days. And so my 30 days are up. My current visa actually expires today. I applied for and was approved for a new Vietnamese e-visa that also begins today and expires in another 30 days. So I'm actually in possession of my next Vietnamese visa. But in order to make that visa effective, I actually have to exit the country somehow. In the past, I've done that by flying to Thailand, which was more like a mini vacation than an actual visa run. I would usually go there for a week or two, or just go to Thailand for the entire month until my visa expired there, and then I would return to Vietnam and stay here for 30 days. But in this case, I really just want to renew my visa and stay in Ho Chi Minh City. So for the first time, I'm going to do this land border visa run to Moc Bai. And there are plenty of services that will help you with this. What I'm doing today is paying a bus service, sort of a tourist agency service. Apparently it's going to be about $40 for the bus ride there, and about $40 for the Cambodian visa fees, including the bribes. Apparently bribes are included in this package deal. And then a $40 ride back. I'll spend about $10 on Grab rides today. Grabs are like Uber. So all in all, this will cost me about $150 today for the bus rides, the Grab rides, the Cambodian and Vietnamese visa fees, and the bribery. Right now it is 6:30 in the morning, and I'm waiting for a guy named Henry to show up at a tourist agency called Giant Bus. This was a recommendation by my friend who's done this particular visa run with this particular tourist agency and bus company many times. So I feel confident that this will work, that I will not get stuck in Cambodia, but we'll see. I'll see you over at the tourist agency. I'm here with Henry, and he's trying to sort me out right now so that I could do this land visa run to the Moc Bai border. I thought this was more of like an organized thing, that there would be a bus that leaves on schedule, but apparently there's some uncertainty involved. Henry just looked at my new e-visa to make sure that I in fact had a new visa for Vietnam. I get a feeling that people come here to do the visa run and don't actually have a new visa. No. He wants to he wants to clean my shoes, but my sneakers are so dirty. I think they're beyond repair. Don't bring white sneakers to Vietnam, FYI. things get really, really dirty here. So, how are we doing, Henry? We good? What time?
Now.
Now. We go right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
And when you arrive the border,
Yeah.
you do the visa Cambodia, $40.
Yeah, $40.
You wait there 1 or 2 hours.
Okay.
Another bus, same company.
Yeah.
You at the border, at the Profe border.
Okay.
Come back here.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll leave right now.
Yes.
I'll pay you how much for the bus ride there?
Two way, right?
Yeah. 1,300,000. What's that in US?
Yeah.
Just so I can tell people that's about
52.
50, yeah, about $50. $52. So $52 is both ways.
Yeah.
Okay, and then it's going to be $40 for the visa fees and to pay the officials and all that. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to give Henry my 1,300,000 Vietnamese dong for the bus ride there and back, and then it'll be another $40. And so I'll wait in Cambodia for 2 hours.
Yeah. 1 or 2 hours.
It's going to take to wait in the lines and get processed and cross back.
Yes.
And then there'll be another giant bus.
No. Another company.
Yeah, another company.
So when you go right now,
Yeah.
the same company, but another company, not China bit. If you want go to China bit,
Yeah.
wait about 8 o'clock because today we full.
Okay.
You can wait 8 or 8:05.
Okay, so you're full up today. So you're going to put me on another bus company.
Yeah.
And
So you want to wait or go with another bus?
that's fine. I'll go now. Right?
Yeah.
I'm ready to go.
Yeah. Connect with my one
Okay.
number.
This is real service here. I got to recommend everyone, send everyone to Henry because he wanted to make sure I could contact him when the bus arrived at the Cambodian border, and I told him that my US SIM card would not have data.
This free. Free.
Free.
Yeah. When you finish, you give me back my
Yeah,
SIM.
yeah. Okay.
This
And
is your
so
SIM.
that's you're going to put my SIM there. That's my Google Fi SIM. All right, so Henry's going to lend me a SIM card for the day. Thank you, Henry. Gold Star service. Henry just lent me a Vietnamese phone number for the day. And I'll have data on the bus. Otherwise, I would have had like 8 hours on the bus with no data roaming, like no internet doom scrolling or anything like that. So I can doom scroll to my heart's content now that Henry has hooked me up with the SIM card. And just before I forget, let me show everyone what the front of this place looks like. Giant Ibish transport. And I will make sure to put the address in the description.
I send message to you.
All right, Henry.
When you arrive there,
Yeah.
You wait about the bus come back in Ho Chi Minh City.
Okay.
Yeah. And let me know where are you, and then I will send message to you when the bus come.
Okay.
Yeah.
When I'm done with the visa crossing, I'll text you and say I'm ready.
Yeah. Usually the tour ride on the bus will come with you way there,
Okay.
and then another bus, same company.
Same company.
Biết giúp và xem là there.
Okay.
And then,
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So you give me 1,300,000.
All right.
When you are already done, come here.
Yep.
I give you back 300.
300, and I'll give you back your card. My man. All right. Let me give the guy his cash. Here's 1, 2, 3. There's 1,500,000.
Yeah.
Money bags. Mr. Money Bags is what we call that. All right, Henry.
Okay.
Thanks,
Have a
man.
nice day, yeah?
I will text you. So your number's in here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cô chú nhà mình đi tour hả?
You can see on this street there are many travel agencies offering a similar service.
$40 already, right?
What's that?
$40 for the visa.
Yeah. I have only VND.
No, you should change $2 Okay, you come my office.
Okay.
I give for you.
Okay. So this is something. Apparently my Vietnamese dong are no good, probably because they're going to be used to bribe the Cambodian officials. Henry's just told me that the $40 fee for the Cambodian visa has got to be in
How much you
USD.
need? $40?
40, yeah.
40 only, right?
Yep.
Give me 1 million.
All right. All right. Henry, you're like the bank, man. That $40 is to be given to a guy on the bus who will then use that US cash to sort out the Cambodian visa and Cambodian officials. So after a little bit of chaos here, I think I'm sorted, and I think Henry's just arranged my seat on the bus, and we'll see you on the bus. When he said they were leaving right now, he was not kidding. I got like ushered onto the bus, and the minute my ass hit the seat, the bus started moving, which is good. I mean, this trip is going to take me all day, 4 hours there, 4 hours back, probably 2 hours at the border, another couple hours and waiting around. It's going to be an all-day trip. I didn't sleep much last night, so I'm about to do that now. I will see you at the Cambodian border. We're at the Moc Bai exit gate, and it is 9:30. It only took about 2.5 hours to get here. I thought this trip was going to be longer, so hopefully this day will go a little quicker than I expected. The bus ride is not terrible, not extremely pleasant. It wasn't super crowded, but the bus is kind of old and funky, and you're just constantly listening to the diesel engine and the bus driver honking the horn at people incessantly. Anyway, I'm gonna head in, and I don't know if I'll be able to do video in there. If not, I'll see you on the other side. This is super confusing. Yeah, no. Okay. So that was super hectic and a little confusing and disorienting. It's a bit scary because the tour guide on the bus has your passport. He's just got this like huge stack of passports from everyone that's taking this bus trip. And when the bus arrives at the gate, everyone just sort of poured off and filtered into the immigration building, the exit gate from Vietnam. And it's not quite clear what's going on. No one speaks English. And so you're at this no man's land in between the borders, and no one's telling you what's going on. You don't have your passport. There was some confusion with the immigration official. I gave him the wrong visa. I gave him the new visa. I was supposed to provide my old expired visa. So it took a minute. And now apparently we've just driven across the parking lot to the Cambodian side. Not really sure, but I'll check back in a minute. Welcome to the middle of nowhere. Now the tour guide has all of our passports again, and I'm not quite sure where he went to. I think I'm in the right place. I'm with a group of like 6 other people here that are apparently just doing the border run and coming back, straight back into Vietnam. Apparently the rest of the group on the bus, about 20 or so people, have walked on ahead, and I assume that they are actually going to Cambodia. So more waiting and more confusion. And I have to say, I kind of did this border run just to see that I could do it, to see what it took, to see how long it took, to see if it were a preferable way to get a new tourist visa in Vietnam. And I have to say, I would prefer to go to the airport. There is a lot of uncertainty here, and I really don't like having my US passport in the hands of someone who doesn't speak my language, whose whereabouts at this particular moment is unknown. So fingers crossed that he returns with my passport without any issue, and I can return to Vietnam with my passport back in my possession, and that I don't have to go crying for help to an embassy or consulate in Cambodia or Vietnam. But apparently this is how it works, and I'm just waiting to see. This continues to be a mystery to me. Now some border official just came out of that guard booth over there holding my passport up, clearly identifying me by my photo and my haircut. My passport photo has the signature gray faux hawk, or whatever you want to call my hair. And again, like, my passport's being just sort of changing hands randomly almost. I think next time I am definitely going to spend another $100 or so. And now I don't know what's going on. Apparently we're on the move again. But I think next time I'm gonna spend another $100 and take a flight to Thailand. Even if I were just to literally turn around at the airport, I'd feel a lot safer in the process. But I still have hopes this will work. We good? The passport?
The passport stamp, are you waiting?
You have mine?
Please stamp.
Where? You have my passport?
Passport stamp.
Where?
Okay, please, right here, 5 minutes.
This is a little disconcerting. Everyone else in my group on the bus, even this smaller group that's returning to Vietnam, apparently everyone else has had their passport returned to them, but I'm still waiting for a stamp, apparently. And I'm not sure who is supposed to give me this stamp or where my passport is. Where's my passport, you know? Oh, it's right here. No, okay. The confusion continues. So I've got the passport back. I don't know why my passport seems to have been singled out at every step along the way, but everything seems to be back in order, although I'm still not in possession of said passport. One of the tour guides is still at the booth over there, the immigration booth, and has the stack of passports for the passengers, myself included, that are returning back to Vietnam. So, I don't really know where everyone else went, but I've got eyes on my tour guide, so I'm gonna stand here and watch him until I'm back safely on Vietnamese soil with my passport. I'm not doing this again, ever. We're posing for photos here at the border gate while we wait for our tour guide.
Do I remove my scarf?
I can wear the scarf.
Okay.
See? I can even rock a scarf for the... This is how I usually do it. They call it the European loop.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Okay. Go you go.
Vietnam. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's a beautiful scarf, by the way.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
This is from my Korean grandma. My Korean grandma gave this to me.
Your
on
Korean
my
grandmother.
birthday.
Wow.
My Korean grandmother, my harmony.
It's pretty.
Yeah, thank you so much.
All right, well, I'm getting back on the bus even though I am not yet in possession of my passport, so fingers crossed again. Once again, we got on the bus, drove across the parking lot without our passports in our own possession, and we're now re-entering Vietnam, which I thought that's what we just did, but apparently not. One more stamping process. Wish me luck. Passport back in hand, and I think I've safely made it too. Okay, I'll shut it off. Oh, it's off. Oh, wait. Well, that was sketchy. The guy, he didn't want me filming, and
One more Korean.
I thought for a second there he was going to make me hand over my media card, but I showed him the clip that I took of him that got cut short, and apparently he was satisfied that I didn't record anything incriminating. And I didn't have to bribe him. I did not have to bribe him, so I got that going for me, which is nice. Back on the bus. So just got off the bus trip back, and it took about the same amount of time as it did to get there, maybe a little quicker, about 2 hours. It is 1:30 in the afternoon now, so I left here at 6:30. That's a total of 7 hours that it took to take the bus trip out there, go through about 6 different stations where your passport had to get stamped, and to return back to Ho Chi Minh City. So I'm gonna go check in with Henry, the guy who lent me the SIM card, and apparently took some kind of deposit from me.
Sign me up.
Henry,
Hello.
how are you?
Already done?
Already done. Yeah, it was a little confusing, but everyone, if you're gonna do the visa run to the Cambodian border, come and see Henry here. It worked out well for me, and right there's his website. Henry, they can get in touch with you through the website?
Yeah.
Okay. And let me give you your SIM card back. Thank you so much for that. That was a big help. Otherwise, I would have been bored to death on the bus with no news to scroll through. SIM's in there somewhere. How much? Oh, the Ray-Bans. These are actually kind of cool. The Wayfarer's tortoiseshell. How much? How much? Oh, they got the calculator. 350. No, no, no. I'll give you 150. 150 VND. 150 VND. 150. 200 VND. 200 VND. No, 200. If you go to 250, I'll take them.
Okay.
250?
You want to use this?
Now I got to get my change from Henry. You got change? So I've used my refund from Henry to spontaneously buy a pair of knockoff Wayfarers. Okay, come on. Thank you for your help today. You got me another 30 days in Vietnam.
Good. Okay, sure.
So to recap, I'm back here in the park where I started 7 hours later, and this whole ordeal, which I would describe as organized confusion, was a bit stressful, and it cost me about $95 for the bus tickets, bribes, and Cambodian visa fee. Had I flown to Thailand, it would have cost me about $120 for the plane tickets, and there's no bribery or visa fee involved. The Vietnam e-visa was $25, so this trip today in total cost me $120 US for the bus, bribes, Cambodian visa fee, and the Vietnam e-visa. That's $25. So Thailand would have cost $120 for the flights and $25 for the Vietnam e-visa, $145. That's if I just went to the Thailand airport and came right back. I probably would have spent another $100 if I were to stay in Bangkok for the night with the taxi fare and hotel rate. But I have to say, I think that's preferable. If you need to save money to do a visa run from Vietnam, this is the way to do it. But be prepared for a lot of uncertainty. It's really unsettling to have your passport out of your hands and being passed between all kinds of people who are official and like semi-official for upwards of an hour without really knowing what's going on. So if you are going to do this land border run from Saigon to Cambodia, I would suggest using this guy Henry that I've had in my video today, because you need some sense of certainty or someone with sort of boots on the ground that you could contact if things were to go wrong. And the guy was great. He lent me a Vietnamese SIM card because my US cell service, my data on my US cell service got shut off. So not only was I able to call Henry from the Cambodian border, but I had data on the bus, so I was able to, like, you know, read the news feed and watch videos and all that kind of thing. So that's it. That's the Moc Bai Cambodian visa run from Saigon. Xin chào.
Xin chào. Yes.
Xin chào, Vietnam. All right.
Can you speak Vietnam?
I know Xin chào, come on, and I know when the girls are bothering me, I say something like "Hâm bay oi." That's funny, right?
Yes.
And I know, Moc Bai. Yo!
Yes.
All right.
You speak Vietnamese very good.
A little Vietnamese, right?
Yes.
The little I speak good. You heard it. You heard it from an expert. I've got good Vietnamese language skills.
Where are you from?
I'm from Los Angeles, California. Yeah, far
America?
away. America, yeah. Yeah, you been to America? Have you been outside of Vietnam?
No.
Your English is very good.
Yes.
Yeah, your English is way better than my Vietnamese. My man. All right, homies. Bye-bye.